The opinions you're about to hear are solely the opinions of your Ham Right podcast. Our intent is to inform and entertain, not to offend. So sit back, relax, and we finna get to this business, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be listening to us in the world. It's your Ham Right podcast with your boy C-Ham, aka Cal L. And as always, with my brother by my side.
D-Ham, aka Pretty Ricky Ham.
Pretty Ricky, what they call it.
What's good, bro?
Oh man, everything is everything, man. Pretty hectic week, man, as it's been for everybody, I'm sure. But glad to be back in the lab with you, man. Get to this business, kick to the people, man. How about you?
Man. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to you, Quita, friends, family, fans, everybody that, wish me a happy birthday. Y'all helped throw me a surprise birthday party. It was a monster. It was great to see everybody. Appreciate all those that attended and all that didn't. Really, I'm just blessed, bro. Just, going along with the flow and happy to see a new year.
Indeed, man. Indeed. And before we get into the week, man, here, let's toast. Let me toast to you real quick. Hey, here's a happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day to all our listeners out there, all of you who have served and have family members who served. Thank you for your service from your Ham Right podcast, man. Thank you for your service, dog.
Same to you, bro.
My man.
Speaking of a hectic week, presidential election this week.
Sheesh.
45th became 47th.
My.
And by a landslide. It wasn't even close. That just go to show you can't go by polls, because polls had Kamala Harris winning, this state, that state, she's going to win. It didn't happen. She lost, and she lost bad.
Royally. I was in it, and I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised.
You were?
I was. Again, I was surprised, man. I believed the polls. I thought that she was gonna pull it out, and how could, someone who has all those felony convictions, but nevertheless, man, he won, man. So,
Well, a lot of people have a lot of things to say.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders spoke on it.
Right.
Bernie Sanders said, Democrats have abandoned the middle class long ago. You already lost middle class white votes. They done went over to either independent or Republican.
Yeah.
But now, as you saw by the numbers, you lost the Latino and some of the black vote.
Yeah. A lot of the black vote.
And I mean, you don't have money for us, but you got money to send to, like Bernie Sanders says, Israel, who's committing genocide on their war against Palestine.
Yeah.
You're sending money to Ukraine. You're giving money to these illegal immigrants. But here it is, middle-class families who keep the economy going.
Paycheck to paycheck.
They're living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
That's a problem. And she, they talk about how Trump, stepped around certain questions. Every interview she gave in the last couple of months, she diverted and stepped around the questions too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of like why the, like we were talking about earlier, man, how, politicians, were coming out saying that she just wasn't in touch.
A lot, yeah. Case in point, a lot of the black Democratic leaders in certain states, right. Michigan, Ohio, other states, swing states,
right,
were saying she was out of touch with the black folks.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because considering what she did for a living and, she's not really amongst too many black people or predominantly, she married to a white man.
Yeah. She may have lost votes for that alone, man. But
who knows?
Yeah, it is. It is what it is, man.
But it's crazy that America is split, and it shows you just what this country thinks of, minorities, women, the right to, have self decisions over your body.
Yeah.
It's the nation's torn, and I hope it gets better, but I don't see it.
Yeah, me either, man. And I was tripping about how long it took for her to give her speech that she conceded, man.
4 o'clock the next day.
Ridiculous, man. And how long it took. And it was like, they were saying like she needed to gather herself.
Her camp said she had a mental breakdown with all the stress of the racism and the sexism and just, losing the race.
And you running for president of these United States.
And they didn't want her to have a breakdown while she was giving the concession speech. So that's why it was 4 o'clock the next day. That's proof in itself, bro.
Right. All right, we're gonna let's move on from that, man. Like I said, a lot of people probably still traumatized by what has happened, man. But we'll see how it
Speaking
all
of
goes,
racism, though, bro.
man.
So a lot of minorities,
Mm-hmm.
particularly black folks, black students, black people, receive texts before and after the election,
Yeah,
stating report to the plantation tomorrow for work, or you're about to be deported back to Africa, so on and so forth.
right.
Report to your master. FBI is investigating it. Boy, it ain't even been a week, and they with that foolishness already.
Digital foolishness now. Yeah, ain't nobody finna run in nobody's face, but some of them may get bold enough to do it, man.
And they gotta take what come with it. But
indeed, they do, man. Like you said, those messages they've been reported so far in New York, Alabama, California, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. And I mean, it started out in Alabama at the University of Alabama. Some of the students there were getting the messages and everything. But now it's spread to all those places I said. But now it's going as young as middle schoolers have been receiving it. So
That's
pretty much
crazy.
anybody got a phone, who's black or whatnot. I don't know how they choose the demographic, whatever, and figure out that they're black and send these text messages out, but they've been getting them. So, yeah, watch it. Yeah, just y'all just be careful. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel, man.
That's the FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
So I'm like an owl. I got like.
What's crazy? It's like the man that won the presidency is a 34 count convicted felon. He's a documented slumlord and racist. I mean, he said it out of his own mouth. The sexism, grab them right in they love it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yet he can run for president, but it's so many jobs where you can't even get a second interview because you have a felony.
It's funny you said that, man. Let me ask you a question. All right. Say, for instance, I apply for a job. Let's say I have a felony. I apply for a job and they ask the question, am I a felon? And I put yes, and I don't get the job because I'm a felon. With him getting elected president, do you think that's going to open the door for lawsuits?
It might.
Because how can he hold the highest position in the land?
But I can't get a job at McDonald's.
Exactly, because I have a felony.
Well, I mean, one thing about it is different rules for different people, for different races. They had a complexion for the collection, for the protection.
In this section.
Which brings us to our next segment, bro.
This is the main topic for the week, man.
Why is there different rules and regulations for different races and people of color compared to others?
Can't really answer that question.
You can't, but what we can do is provide
some examples
and facts.
Absolutely, man. And let me start. I'm gonna start out with this one. We're gonna go with Colin Kaepernick.
Bam. Made a political stance.
Yep.
Took a knee during football games for the oppression of black people and how they're treated by the police officers and by the government.
Exactly. And now we got Nick Bosa.
Bam.
Make America Great Again.
Same team. San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
Making a political statement during a football game.
Indeed.
But it wasn't even his interview. He photobombed somebody else's.
Yep.
Well, we all know what happened to Colin Kaepernick.
For making a political statement.
He was banned, kicked out the league.
Right.
Ask me what happened to Nick Bosa.
Absolutely. He ain't even got fined.
The gritty. The gritty.
Nothing. He ain't even got fined for that.
Nothing. Not suspension, not one game, not fine, not nothing. Example 2. Bam. It's the cane. That's what they call him. The cane. Ain't that what they call him?
They do call him the cane. But they call this next person the cane too.
The king in R&B, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, let's discuss Elvis first. Priscilla Presley.
Yeah.
Met her when she was 14. Yeah. He was 24. Right?
And nothing happened. Matter of fact, yeah,
They got married some years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was still underage.
Nothing happened to him. He the king. He ain't go to jail. He parading all through the world. Nothing. They still call him the king today.
Yeah.
I just saw Elvis Presley movie, Jailhouse Rock on TV the other day.
Pretty good movie though.
That's a topic for another time. But what's up with Robert Kelly?
Man.
Kales,
the king of R&B. You know, that's another king right there, man. Now let's get this
Chuck Berry.
Another 14-year-old got involved with he taking her across state lines. He went to jail.
The only difference I see is the melatonin, the skin complexion.
That's it. Now, by no means are we condoning any of the actions that they did. All of them was wrong. But if one gonna be wrong, then they all should be wrong. So, all right, man. So the next one here. Now this is gonna catch a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, I figured it would. Catch
a lot of people off guard. So I don't know if y'all. Matter of fact, you have Tim the Two-Man Taylor. Tim Allen. Yeah. Tim Allen.
Played Santa Claus.
Yeah, sure did.
Played a lot of stuff.
So he did 2 years in the feds for trying to sell 650 grams, that's 1.4 pounds of cocaine. Now, that's Tim Allen.
That's almost a key.
Yep. Now, let's fast forward to Edward Douglas. Serving a life sentence for 140 grams of crack.
Well, so
what's the difference between him and Tim Allen?
Well, one did 2 years and snitched.
Yeah.
And went on to have a famous, successful Hollywood career.
Mm-hmm. Even to this day.
Why, Mr. Douglas
still serving time, like it's on 16 years right
for
now.
Not even a quarter of the amount.
Right.
You can't make crack without cocaine.
Mm-mm. And a little bit of baking soda.
A lot of baking soda. And cocaine is the purest form.
Yeah.
Crack is watered down. Like, it's base. So here it is. This black man got life for a few pebbles. But here, Tim Allen, I think they just came out with a Santa Claus for.
Wow. Well, there's a bright spot for Mr. Douglas. He's one of more than 2,000 federal inmates, mostly black, on lengthy terms. But a bill was passed on Thursday, and Trump promised to sign it. So we'll see if he holds true to his signing or whatever. But this could grant a lot of them early release. So I guess we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes, man.
Speaking of how it goes, well, I'm sure people know how it's double standards and how things been taken from black people forever. Mm-hmm. Considering like this is a country of immigrants and we were brought over here against our will.
Yeah.
But this country was built off our blood, sweat, and tears.
Indeed.
Through enslavement. That being said, I'm sure a lot of people probably thought, and it was common practice, obviously, because we all know Milli Vanilli.
Yeah. I used to jam Milli Vanilli. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah. Blame it on the rain, girl. I'm going to miss you. You know what happened to them? You know, they got credit for singing that songs that they didn't sing other people's songs.
Right.
Ruined their careers. Look what happened with the Isley Brothers. This is the Isley Brothers. Y'all know Ron and Ernie and them. That ain't the Isley Brothers on the cover.
Man, and this is one of their hit albums too, man.
Boy, this is one of their hit albums. But that don't look like Mr. Big on the album.
Not now one of them.
Not now one of them. And see, y'all thought that happened to the 5 Heartbeats was the first ones that happened to, huh? No, it wasn't the 5 Heartbeats that was the first one that happened to.
We say we don't see 5 black people on Elvis Presley cover. You know, why we always got to cross over to something?
Right here looking like the Beach Boys and stuff like that, man.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. Man. So, all right, great, another great example, man. All right, so I'm gonna roll into here now. Living Single.
Which came out in 1993.
1993, one of the best, group black sitcoms ever to be put out, man. I love Living Single. a follow up. I like to say that it was a piggyback off of Living Single, Friends,
Okay. So it's the same premise.
all the way through.
It's just different color roommates and friends.
Yeah.
Living Singles, they were black. Friends, they were white. Living Single came out first. Friends came out the following year, 1994. Living Single lasted about 5 years before it was canceled. Shit. Friends went on for over a decade, and boy, it's in syndication.
Yeah, like it's syndication. It's still showing.
Known as one of the greatest sitcoms of all time. Now, I can't. I mean, a lot of people like Friends. I don't see what's the big hoopla behind it. Like, I can't get into it.
Like I said, every character on there, you could place it on a character that was on Living Single.
Boy, again, y'all thought the Five Heartbeats was the only ones they took that got their work stolen from them.
Oh man! All right, so those are just a few examples of what we have that I had to show y'all, and I'm sure y'all got some too. Matter of fact, why don't y'all hit us up and let us know some examples y'all have of racial disparity that y'all noticed in this world. You can hit us up at your Hamright Podcast at gmail.com. That's YAHAMRIGHT podcast at gmail.com. You can find us also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, iHeartRadio, anywhere your favorite podcast can be seen or be heard, you can find us there. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button too. All right, man. So let's move on here. We're going to move on to the segment Craziest Things Seen on the Internet this week, man. Lead into it for us, dog.
All right, bro. So, like last few weeks, we've been talking about trust issues and trusting certain people, trusting your homeboys compared to trusting your woman, and just trust in general. This first video, man, if there was, he might get FN of the year. He a nominee. So there's a funeral. This girl, her man just got killed. They just buried him. And she recorded a video of his best friend hollering at her after the service. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Here we go. Y'all take a look at that.
Dino, he was working for me. How you gonna take care of me?
Oh,
He's working for me.
Gonna take care of the dog. What that $100 gonna do? That big old house is $100. But I don't even pay the water bill. Oh. With friends like this.
Okay, I sure did. And what about it? What about this? Where that came from? Hey, man. So, all right, bro. Look, Dino, he would rather have you with me than some random on the street.
Lord have mercy.
I hear you, okay?
She's going for it, though, man.
Are you listening?
Yeah, she entertained that shit.
Look, I love Dino. I love that again. But he gone now. It's just us two. It's just too soon. Like, what? Okay, so wait.
Here's my thing, bro. Why do you have to throw his homeboy up, his dead homeboy up under the bus? That's why he was cheating on you anyway.
I was trying to be cool. Now get the fuck away from my car. Come on, you got
but it's like you said, man.
Yeah,
if you would have finessed her,
y'all going to the repass, right?
she might have had a shot.
Yeah, she was like, it's too soon. Like, yeah.
That verbiage like that is too soon.
He'd have dropped $200 more than $100. And would have been like, let me check up on you, like, in a couple days, see how you doing. So he could have finessed that right. But he talking about, I just come holler at you from time to time, and you ain't dropped nothing but $100. Like, and plus, I mean, y'all still at the burial ground.
Yeah, they ain't even left. People still walking away from it.
Hey, he trying to shoot his shot before somebody else snatch up.
Take a picture. Took a picture with his shirt, his homeboy, his
flaw
shirt.
ass.
Oh man,
that cat flaw, man.
All right, man. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one here, man. So this one here is more fun. It's more funny than anything, man. Old boy wanted to buy him a little taste.
Boy, he did. That boy went out his way. He apologized.
Want to buy him a little taste. Hey, y'all check this out. Y'all check this out.
Man, pull up right here, man. I need to buy me some pussy, man. Yeah, I'm about to hard. Motherfucker, yeah, man. They looking real good. Ooh, we. All the women right there. Man, stop me right here, man. Stop me right here, man. I'll be back, but I'm sorry, we. I don't mean to
real.
God damn. Yeah. Hey, man.
Oh, man.
Hey,
look, they still doing this stuff.
Hey, can I get to know you? What's up with you?
You see how you just rolled up on it?
Trying to spin and win. What's going on, friend? It's 2 of y'all. How much it don't cost for both of y'all? $250 an hour for both of y'all. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to show me what y'all working with. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Spin the win,
That boy's up trying to spin the win. Hey, friend.
That booty look good.
Hey,
I
friend.
think I got me one. So it's the $250 for both of y'all.
Man.
Okay, I got y'all. Let's go on in. Where y'all room
My
at?
Lord.
That boy said hit the second floor. Where y'all at? 250? Yeah, he think he done hit the lotto for both of them. That's what I'm saying. He think he done hit the lotto.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you think about that, bro?
Man, I think we just witnessed the Bowie Miles of the 304. So you want
boy, they out there, boy, they getting their eagle on and dropping it like it's hot in damn Timberlands, boy.
Say, I'm trying to spin. You want to win? Put Boobie in.
That boy said, we're trying to hit the second floor. Hey, at least his homeboys waited downstairs for him to go do what he got to do, so it ain't no setup. I don't know, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It's like
she's doing that, though.
That's one of the reasons I don't buy bottled water, bro. I don't believe in paying for something that's too much out there for free.
I don't know where that came from, man.
What you mean? Like you paying $250? Well, you could have pulled them baby assholes out the club or out the juke joint or whatever.
Oh no,
for free.
I'm talking about the bottled water, man. I ain't gonna pay for nothing, dog.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons I don't buy bottled water. Why would I buy water? It's free.
You say you're drinking out the spigot. All right, man. So here we go, man. Let's move into the next segment here, man. D-Ham's top 5. What's the top 5 for this week, dog?
Well, in honor of Pop's old head that just was like, hey, boy, I need some coochie.
Trying to spin the win.
Top 5 this week is top 5 realest things Kevin Samuels ever said. And we all know Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, who kept it 100.
All the time.
Was giving great advice to men.
All the time.
At the same time, giving great advice to women and, you know, kind of put the realm of reality back in check for certain people.
Yep. Yep.
Unfortunately, he died a couple years ago from a heart attack, popping them gas station Viagra's and the Red Bulls. Died on top of some coochie. But, hey, she was a high-value woman. She was a nurse.
Hey.
And he had a heart attack. She was able to try to resuscitate him.
She might have gave him coochie in the mouth.
She probably did. You know how they do. Clear.
Oh, man. All right, so I'm going to give you my 5 real quick, man. All right, so here's mine. Anytime someone is a winner, they always have haters.
Bet. So true.
Plain and simple. Winners find a way to win. Losers give you reasons why they can't. All of mine around winning and losing. Be the person you want to attract. That's another one. All right. If you're not willing to do what others want, you have to do what others willing to do what others want to achieve what others don't. There you go. Tongue twister. And my number 1 is high value men don't have to chase. They attract. That is my number 1. All right. So what's yours, dog?
Well, also, there was a reason why I said something about the Pretty Ricky Ham at the beginning. You know, Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Break it down.
Ricky Fontaine. You remember that part where Jeter fell through? He talking about, hold on, she need to apologize to Pretty Ricky coming in here looking like that. You know, I be saying that. Shout out to them old heads in Gainesville. They used to call me Pretty Ricky at the hospital at Shands too. They used to call me Pretty Ricky, and you know, I am. But a couple of them, you know, showed love. Most of it was hate, like, cause you know,
like we said, anytime someone is a winner,
they hate. Yeah. So I knew it was out of hate and you know, jealousy and envy or whatever. But it comes with territory when you look like this.
There it is.
But know your lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, know your league. Don't be a 2 or 3 trying to holler at 10s or don't be, like you just said, a high value man. Don't be a low value woman trying to get a high value man. And that's like one of the things that blew him up. Was like how real he kept it.
Yeah.
You bring nothing to the table, but you want a 6'2", 212 pound, $160,000 a year man with no kids. But here it is, you got 6 kids, no job, and no car.
They want to be saved.
And weighing close to 300 and 4'5". Like Kevin Samuels say, who is this linebacker bitch? But I said all that to say this.
Cold, dog.
Man, no. He said, move your standard because you're not there. You can't raise the bar or have certain standards if you don't even meet them requirements.
Yeah.
How you gonna ask more of other people than you are?
Absolutely.
A man who has his shit together, why in the world would he want to fuck with a woman who don't? That got so much shit going on in her life. Why would he want to bring that into his?
Plain.
Period, point blank. Negro, get your ass a job. Get off of your ass and get you a job.
That's the end of the quote.
That would, and that's real shit. There's some lazy ass dudes out there, man.
Yeah, man.
And I don't get it. How you reach in your pocket and you just don't feel nothing but your leg, and you okay with that? Or you okay with barely making it, or barely surviving, or you ain't got nothing but $20 to give your baby mama a week for the kids? Like,
dang, what that song say? I want some more, some more, and some more.
Some more, boy. I see you that finesse 2 times. Y'all need to check that boy finesse 2 times. Like get some pimping in your life, man. Don't ask the world to respect you if you don't respect yourself. The world does not owe you or me any understanding. Accountability is like kryptonite.
Some, yeah. Wow.
And this one is like number 1. Women do not know how to properly rank themselves.
Because he would start out. So, what do you see yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say.
What do you?
And boy, that'd be like 9, 10. He'd be like, you a solid 3 or 4, or a credible 5 or 6. Meaning, hey, you can add some makeup or subtract some makeup. Your ranking up, and 9 to 10. Them. Well, you know how pretty you got to be a 9 or a 10. What body features you got to have.
And aside from that, you know, the outside features, you know, the income, the, you know, status and all that. You don't think that goes along with?
Yeah, of course. You know, yeah. But you can't be no 10 and you a foot dragger.
Or be a 10 and have an attitude like a 2.
Right. Because the inside matters just as much as the outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you a 9 to 10 if you could be put anywhere in the world pretty much. And you still gonna be a 9 to 10.
Yep.
And ain't nothing wrong with being 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not a 10 no more. I don't have my prime. Now in the prime, boy, you can put me anywhere on the globe, boy. Ham 9 or 10 in my prime. But 47, still looking good though, as you see. Like this 47. But hey, I ain't no 9 or 10 no more. And I know that. But I also know I ain't no 5, 6, 7.
They say accountability is like kryptonite, dog.
So look here. You right here, like, again, and all through life, cause I felt like that when women, like, you know, pretty, I love curving pretty women too. That's one of my favorite things. Telling a pretty girl, no, I'm straight. Thanks, but no thanks. But when you around here looking like Rasputia, and you trying to holler, hey, handsome, what?
So you want to see a bitch go down the slide?
Well, I feel like Pretty Ricky. She need to apologize to Pretty Ham coming up here looking like that, trying to holler. Like, know your lane.
Oh man! All right, so we came.
R.I.P. to the great Kevin Samuel, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. So here we are here. Man, you was doing for a loop with that, man. Y'all can hit us up with some of the quotes that y'all see. We already know how a lot of y'all feel about Kevin Samuel, especially you women. Y'all can air that out too. We take it in. We take it however it comes. Hit us up, your hamrightpodcast@gmail.com. That's YAHAMRIGHT podcast@gmail.com. There you go. Take a look right there if you missed the spelling. There it is. All right, man. So here we are, man. Next week of football, man. Last week we did amazing. So, like I said, they could have took our bets and probably won something, dog.
You did say that.
You went 4-1 that week, and your boy went 5-0.
You went undefeated on there.
I went undefeated.
It was that Minnesota game where I was like, yeah, Minnesota, I think they gonna win, but
sideways. And the only reason you went against them is because I went for the other team. But
and then that too, and it's Minnesota. I mean, boy, you see them, boy, it's that Lions, man. It's that NFC North.
I take it. So here we go. Here, this week we got the Saints versus the Falcons, and I'm going with the Falcons. Okay. We got the Broncos at the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs, but I think the Broncos might upset them boys, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
All right, that's gonna be your one. We're gonna remember that. I should circle it.
No, I just said the Chiefs. Don't be trying to.
I know, but you said you think the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
You sidestep yourself. The Broncos probably gonna win it. Matter of fact, I'm changing mine to the Broncos just because you said that.
I'm gonna be mad as hell if you win.
Bills versus the Colts.
Bills.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills. You know, I'm going against Josh Allen. I got the Eagles versus the Cowboys. Eagles as well, and Jets at Cardinals, and I got the Cardinals.
Same.
All right, let me circle Broncos so I remember that I picked them and not the Chiefs. That's gonna be one. All right, so those are our picks for this week. Again, y'all hit us up at yourhandwritepodcast@gmail.com and let us know your picks, and we'll shout y'all out and everything to get them on there. And remember, take these picks to Hard Rock because they probably gonna win something. All right, there it is, man. Shoot that plug out, dog.
Hey, you guys, make sure y'all check out our homeboy Soda Bug. Check out his podcast. Check him out on YouTube. Also, check out his clothing line.
Indeed.
TrevinoDaVinci.com.
DaVinci, yep.
Yeah. We have it on our page. You can check him out. You can see him. You can find him wherever. Real cool brother. Stand-up guy. Check out our sister and our homegirl, their podcast, Hello Bestie. Check out our homeboy Talking with OC, his podcast, our boy OC. Also, we want to give a special congratulations to G-Dep and his wife Hustle Bunny.
Indeed.
They're expecting. So congratulations to y'all.
Congratulations.
And blessings be to you guys. Leave y'all with a little tidbit for the end of the week, as always.
Yeah, Tom.
Hey, old keys don't open up new doors. You can't make changes in your life or have changes in your life doing the same thing. Stay grinding, stay shining, stay blessed. We're going to get up.
Right. And in the words of my man Stevie Wonder, hate knows love's the cure. So y'all stop hating and get the loving out there. We out. All right.
Get up, so, bro.